Hi guys, it's me SolaceSims. I all live, love, loving because so am I. Today I am bringing you yet another speed build because I was recording this before I had my new microphone, like half of it, and I just finished furnishing it. So I figured I would finish this video to give you guys a new house to play with, and also because I'm very busy lately, so I just needed a video that I could just not quickly but easier do than have to edit it for hours upon hours. So here I am building it's a family home, but a big one, a big family home, and it has 4 bedrooms, 1 guest room, 2 kids rooms, and then the master suite. And it also has 4 bathrooms. It has 2 downstairs, 1 at foyer, I think, no, 1 in the living room, and then it has 1 connected to the guest room, and then 2 upstairs, 1 connected to the master bedroom, and 1 in the hallway. And as you'll notice later on, I do put down a mudroom, because I never put those down in my builds, but I do put down a mudroom, and I'm excited to show that to you because I think it turned out pretty great. And if you don't know what a mudroom is, it's kind of connected to your garden, and it's just a place where you can wash up and wash your dog and stuff. So I did put a tub so you can wash your dog in there, and as you'll notice, I haven't put in any hampers or any dog thingies in this video, but I did it afterwards. So on the gallery, it will be in there, so don't worry about that. Yeah. So I kind of wanted to be a bit different with this build, and by that I mean at first I tried making it all brown, the windows and the doors. But as you'll see later on in the video, I did change them all to white again because I just couldn't make it work and I felt like it just looked dumb. But I really like this home because it looks a bit different from the normal suburban houses that I usually build. Like, it has a bit of a different touch, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and it also has an office and then a dining room, of course. And a really nice garden where I used the swings from the new I keep forgetting what the kid is called. The new toddler kid thingy. I used the new swings from that with the fairy lights. Yeah, so I found those actually while I was decorating this house, and I was like, oh, I did not know these came with this pack. And I was pleasantly surprised because they do look really good, and you should honestly, I would probably buy the pack just for those swings. I'm not even kidding. Done it before I do it again. Yeah, but I'm stressed. Earlier today, all the things I wanted to get done today, right now it's around 10 p.m. and my exams are coming up. I found out for the math exam, the questions that we have to present, or can present, because I have to make 16 presentations on 16 different topics, and it's just randomly selected. Well, I found out that the questions have been up here the whole time we've had off time from school to read up upon it. They've been up the whole time, just not... I thought they were gonna give them to us on our school website, but they gave it to us on Teams. I feel so stressed because the math exam is in 2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks and a little bit stressed. So basically today, I was gonna make some of that and start on it, but I didn't have time because then I had to go out and eat dinner with my family, and it took me like 4 hours to edit the video that I published yesterday, this is also part of the reason that I have decided to make this video, because it's easy, and I like when I can like kind of batch the content, do you know what I mean? Like when I have a video ready with the thumbnail, with the video and everything, when I have that ready for the day after, I feel a lot more at ease and comfortable. So that's the main reason why I decided to make this video. And afterwards, after recording this voiceover, I am going to record another video that you should be excited for, because I think it's going to be pretty interesting. But it's definitely gonna require some heavy editing, I think. So, as you'll see, I am picking the roof, and I went with this roof texture from Snowy Escape because I don't know, I really love it. I really love it. I've been using it for a lot of builds, and I decided to use it with this one too, as you'll see. And now I think I'm gonna start to put in some chimneys, and I decided to put 2 chimneys on the house because at first on the shell I put one only on one side, but I felt like it just looked kind of weird and out of place, so I added one to the other side as well, even though I didn't end up putting a chimney on that side. But in the dining room, when I'm furnishing that, I did, what can I say, I did put a chimney up against where I didn't put a chimney, I put a fireplace up against where the chimney was. And I love using these, I don't know what they're called actually, hangout thingies, you know, the ones to support the roof. I love using those. I think they add a great amount of detail, like a little detail, but it just, you know, less is always better than more. Less is more. You know what I mean. Also, it's really hot right now. I don't know why. Every time I film, it gets so hot. And I don't know, my room just heats up so much. And maybe it's because of the light here, because I have a light there. And maybe that's why, but I don't see how that could have such a big of an effect. But I mean, I guess it does. So that's kind of annoying, because it just gets so hot in here every single time. Anyways, I was struggling a bit with because I wanted to add some more details to the top windows. I was struggling a bit with the ones I wanted to add, like the little roofs, but I ended up picking the flat ones, as you'll see, and they don't quite match to the roof exactly, but I think I found a swatch that fits pretty well. And now I'm starting to work on the front garden and the back garden and just the overall landscaping. The landscaping is simple, not too simple. It's nicely landscaped in my opinion, and I'm fencing in the yard. And honestly, I think it turns out pretty cute outside. So, also I have so many video ideas that I want to get out, that I want to produce, that I want to make, that I want to record, you know what I mean? I have so many, I have a whole list, and just finding the time for that, it's tough, you know? And I tried putting in some fences in the front because I did that at a house once, but it ended up looking kind of stupid, so I didn't go with it. But I have a lot of video ideas ready and I want to make them all, but it's just gonna take so long. And the reason it takes so long is because I don't think I realized how long it actually takes to edit. Because let's say I record a video that's like 48 minutes long, it takes about 3 hours to 4 hours to edit. And then if it's double the time, it takes like 3 to 6 hours to edit for me. And it's tough, you know, it's tough. I mean, I am enjoying it, of course I am, but I don't think I realized how much work it actually is. I mean, I knew it was a lot of work, but the editing, it takes so long, and that's why I think I'm just gonna batch a lot of content this next week, because I have a lot of stuff coming up, my exams and plans and stuff, and I of course can't be doing stuff on those days. And also, each day that I'm having my exam, I have to focus on the exam first of all, but after the exam, like a little later in the day, I have some free time, but a little later in the day, I have work. So it's like exam work, that day is done. certainly need to plan out my time accordingly to what I want to upload and record. Maybe I should make like an upload schedule, honestly. Maybe that would help. I would know which content I would want to make for like a month. So honestly, I'm kind of thinking of doing that. But if you're wondering, my series, The Short Lifespan Legacy, I will probably make like an episode each week. So next Monday, you can look forward to another episode of my Short Lifespan Legacy. As you'll see, I'm just putting in some terrain paint, and this is actually the second part of the footage, because apparently I hadn't finished my terrain painting, and I will start to move inside. I picked this, I'm putting in the lights first, but I decided to go with some hardwood floors from Eco Lifestyle that I noticed that I never used, and I think they look pretty nice, so I figured why not use it for this house. So I'm putting that in right now, and I just went with some basic tile for all the tile rooms, and I'm adding in some color for all the rooms around the house, some wallpaper, and I'm figuring out the tile. I just picked this, well, it's not that basic actually, this tile from, I think, Jungle Adventures. Yeah, and as you'll see, I'm moving on to the first bathroom, and I just made all the bathrooms look the same, because I feel like it's kind of weird if they look different, you know what I mean? I don't know, it looks so weird in the Sims. Like in real life, I think most bathrooms do look a bit different, but I don't know, honestly I just made them all the same, some with more stuff in it and some with less. And as you'll see, I have started on the mud room right now, and it's when I realized that I wanted a washer and dryer, so I actually removed the counter on the right and I put in the washer and dryer. And I'm just adding in some decor, some soap, some detergent, some like cleaning stuff, and the broom. And here I am just copying stuff from the first bathroom to the guest bathroom. And it's pretty much the same. I just used all the same items. Added a shower and a bathtub. I did that to the parents' ensuite too. It adds a bit of, a bit of a fancy vibe. And I added a stool that you can sit on. I think that's great in the bathroom. I've never understood why you did that, but I've seen many people do it, so I mean, why not just add it? I don't know why you sit on it though, but I mean, I added it. So it's there if you want your sim to sit there. I don't know why you would want that, but it is there. And I added in both a fire alarm and a thermometer, and I added in the fire drill thingy activation that makes the water come down from the ceiling. I added that in too, because I felt like this was more of a fancy house. Also, this house will be over my gallery for you to download, as I said earlier, and it is, I think, around 103,000 simoleons. So it's a very detailed house because it's very expensive. But I mean, for a big family home, I think it's fine, honestly. And here I am moving on to the dining room. I feel like it's kind of basic, but also I made it a bit more grand with the fireplace. And I think that really added to it, so I really like that. I really like that touch. And as you'll see in a second after this, I will be moving on to the living room. And the light I chose for the side table, I made it a bit of like turquoise color, because I wanted to add in some color. So I did add that in, and I don't know, I think it looks really nice. It adds in a pop of color, makes the build look a bit different, and I think it ties it all together overall, honestly, in the living room. Here I'm just working on the office, I just honestly I built a basic office, didn't want to work on it for too long. I just wanted you to be able to use a computer and stuff. And here you'll see I was starting with the carpet a bit and the placement, I think. Not the carpet so much, but more where the placement should have been. And I put in this beige leather couch that honestly looks great. It's from Cottage Living 2, I think, yeah. And then I put in this lamp that I never use. And it's kind of industrial, but I think it fitted pretty well. I think it fitted pretty well, honestly. Here you'll see I'm adding in that side table lamp in the turquoise color. And I'm just adding in a bit of a coffee table with some books on it for your Sims to read. And here I am making the guest room, and I honestly think it turned out pretty great. I don't think it's too detailed because you don't want that for a guest room, but it's like nicely decorated. Honestly, I think it kind of looks like a hotel room for some reason. Like the colors and everything, it's just kind of giving hotel room vibes. But also, I just noticed in 2 months or something, I am gonna be in Greece. I'm gonna be in Greece because me and my family are going to Greece for a week. So I am very excited for that. But also just looking ahead, it's gonna be batching and batching and batching content creation. But it's honestly fine because I love doing it and I'm really enjoying it, so why not, you know? But I really look forward to that trip. It's gonna be amazing. Also, a thing I started on doing today is I started posting on TikTok. If you want to go check that out, my TikTok is SolaceSims, just like here on YouTube. And I'm posting like tips TikToks and how-to TikToks, so that's going pretty great, honestly. Yeah. And I'm gonna start posting on my Instagram soon too, like the reels. I just gotta really figure out how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna be doing that soon. As you'll see, I am just copying the furniture for the master suite bathroom. I just want to get that done before starting on the kids' rooms, I think. Because in a second, yeah, now I'm starting on the teenagers' bedroom. The person living here, like the person sleeping here in this bedroom, I think he or she or they is into sports because I added the sports posters, but also they're kind of into like esports, I guess. So maybe they're not into sports, but more esports, because as you'll see, I am gonna add in a TV and a gaming console, and I added these really nice chairs in front of it they just honestly, they fit in so great in front of the bed, and they really tie together, and I can just imagine like the person sitting there with their friend just playing with like an Xbox controller or something. So that's honestly really great. And here I am moving on to the twins bedroom, and at first I was gonna put a light there, but then I remembered, oh yeah, they need like one of those kids lights to be satisfied and not have nightmares. So I put in a rug, and I actually added everything that a child in The Sims would need. There's a dresser, there's a mirror, some posters, and I added in a plushie. And as you'll see, I usually size down the doll houses because I think they're way too big. And I added in a toy chest too, and a violin also, just as a random thing for your Sims to do. And as you'll see, I added that thing into the backyard that I was talking about. But now I'm moving on to the parents' bedroom, and I think that turned out great too. I used these random rugs because I wanted something a bit different, and I did also add an ottoman at the end of the bed, which I usually never do. So that's, I don't know, I feel like this build was just for me to explore something different, you know what I mean? So that's really nice, honestly. And we are going to be moving on to the screenshots in just a second. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.